the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball in the money, and he makes the play.
Going for 6. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the run. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
But they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Johnson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed. Stopped in the backfield.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Wants to throw again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off to Jones. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Now they'll run the draw. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Well, one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big
turns on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Fires complete on the crosser. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Jones. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We They've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And off to Jones. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Punt is on its way. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what? Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Courtney. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Brings into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got a man. It's Thomas.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll go to the ground. Running to Green. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Calls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Going to the running game. Finding an escape route. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at at the 17. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets open down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That puts them on top here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Sam Houston. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Penn State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points. When the great teams get touchdowns in the red area, you got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by...
There he goes! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. looking for space. It's Hayes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. And off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After run, now throw. That's caught. It's Denmark. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Gilliam. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Courtney. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the